Hello and welcome to Successful Journey Network. Let's spend a few minutes here talking about self-confidence. Self-confident people, they seem at ease with themselves and everything they do. They invite trust and inspire confidence in others. These are all attractive characteristics to have, but it's not always easy to be confident in yourself, particularly if you're not naturally self-critical or, if other people are putting you down. Thankfully, there are some steps you can take to increase and maintain your self-confidence. Let's talk about some of these steps that you can take that will build your self-confidence and why it matters. You know what? We'll explore how to believe in yourself and how to project this belief to others so that you can be more effective and happier in your life and even be more effective and happier at work. People who are self-confident, they perform better at work. So it's important to nurture this aspect of who you are. You don't, it's not just performing better at work, it's performing better with your family, your friends, in all your social gatherings. Self confidence helps you be a better you. So, what is self confidence and why is it so important? Self confidence means trusting in your own judgment, trusting in your capacities, and trusting in your abilities. It's about valuing yourself and feeling worthy regardless of your imperfections or regardless of what others may believe in you. Self efficacy and self esteem are often used interchangeably with self confidence, but there is a subtle difference. And we gain a sense of self efficacy when we see ourselves mastering skills and achieving goals. This encourages us to believe that if we learn and work hard in a particular area, we'll succeed. It's this type of confidence that leads people to accept difficult challenges and keep going in the face of setbacks. Self esteem is more general sense that we can cope with what's going on in our lives and that we have a right to be happy. Also, self esteem comes with it in part from the feeling that people around us approve of us. We may or may not be able to control this. And if we experience a lot of criticism or rejection from others, our self esteem can easily suffer unless we support it in other ways. Here's some confidence and behavior. So, being confident, doing what you believe to be right, even if others mock or criticize you for it. Confidence is being willing to take risk and to go the extra mile to achieve better things. Confidence is admitting your mistakes and learning from them, not covering them up and hiding from them. Accepting complaints graciously. Thanks. I really worked hard on that, and I am pleased you recognize my efforts. Learning to take and accept compliments is very important. Here's some behaviors that's associated with low self esteem. Governing your behavior based on what other people think. It really doesn't matter what other people think. Staying in your comfort zone, fearing failure, and avoiding risk. You have to be a risk taker in life if you're going to achieve your goals. If you're going to be great at what you're doing, you have to take that risk. Low self esteem, working hard to cover up mistakes and hoping that you can fix the problem before anyone notices. It's important to own your mistakes and learn from them. It's okay. No one's perfect. And as long as you're learning from your mistakes, then you're going to gain ground and be better because of your mistakes. And another behavior of low self confidence is extolling your own virtues as often as possible and to as many people as possible. You don't need to tell people who you are and what you're capable of doing. The proof is in the pudding. It's showing them by your work and your ethics. It's showing them by who you are. Dismissing complaints. Oh, that was really nothing, really. Anyone, you know what I said complaints. I mean dismissing compliments. Don't dismiss compliments by saying, "Oh, that was nothing really. Anyone could have done it." No, take pride and own that compliment and your hard work. As these examples show, low self-confidence can be self-destructive and may manifest itself as negativity. Self-confident people are generally more positive. They value themselves and trust their judgment, but they also acknowledge their failures and mistakes and they learn. And that's what we want to do. Why self-confidence matters. Self-confidence is vital in almost every aspect of our lives, yet many people struggle to find it. Sadly, this can become a vicious cycle. People who lack self-confidence are less likely to achieve the success that could give them more confidence. For example, you may not be inclined to back a project that's pitched by someone who's visibly nervous or fumbling or constantly apologizing. On the other hand, you're persuaded by someone who speaks clearly, holds their head up high, and answers questions with assurance. You can always be confident. And when you don't know, you don't know. And you simply state, let me get the answer for you. Self confidence is something, confident people inspire confidence in others. They're, they inspire confidence in their audience, their coworkers, their bosses, their customers, their friends, their family. And gaining the confidence of others is one of the key ways to succeed. Let's look at how you can do this, how to appear more confident to others. Picture anyone you know that you think of as highly confident. What characteristics do they have that make you think this? It's most likely one or more of these things: the way they speak, the tone, how they project their voice, the words they're using, the energy, the enthusiasm, how expert or how knowledgeable they are about something. You can show self confidence in your behavior, your body language, and in what you say, how you say it. Projecting a positive image to others can help you to improve your self confidence. It's not simply a matter of faking it. If you project with confidence, others are more likely to respond well. And this positive feedback will help you to believe in yourself. Body language is very important. Bring your boldest self to your biggest challenges. You can build confidence just by the way you move your body and hold yourself. When you feel anxious at meeting, for instance, we at meetings, we tend to make ourselves smaller by slouching, hunching our shoulders, and bowing our heads. Simply sitting up straight can make you feel less stressed and more assertive. If you're presenting, spreading your hands apart with palms slightly toward your audience shows openness and a willingness to share your ideas, and they will have a willingness to accept you. In face-to-face communications, people with low self-confidence often find it difficult to make good first impressions, whether they're meeting a client, addressing a meeting, or giving a presentation. You may be shy or unsure of yourself, but you can take immediate steps to appear more confident. It's important to appear more confident, and that's going to build your confidence. Engaging with people is so important. So maintain eye contact while you talk. This shows that you are interested in what the other person is saying and that you're taking an active part in the conversation. Don't fidget or look away while the conversation continues, as this can make you appear distracted or anxious. Build expert power. You are likely to appear and feel confident when you know what you're talking about. With a wealth of knowledge on the subject, you'll be more prepared to answer questions and speak on the spot. It'll become easier every time you do this. If you lack confidence because of a gap in your expertise, work on finding out more information. Study, learn, read, Google, it's your best friend. And are there any relevant webinars or events you could attend? Is there a course you could take? Or perhaps you could, you could hire a confidence coach to help you. Rebuilding confidence at work changes to the way that people that you work, and long periods away from this negativity, it impacts many people's confidence. One study found that over a third of people returning to the workplace after a year or more away from experience, they experience a loss of confidence, and they a loss of confidence in their own ability. You might struggle to make your voice heard in meetings or feel lost or isolated without the company, without your colleagues, especially while we've been working from home. I know over the last few years, a lot of us we've been working via Zoom, and going back and being in person, it may be difficult for you. To address the dips in confidence, first try to identify the cause of your problem. If you feel that there are tasks you can't do, it makes sense to improve your skills. Carry out a personal SWOT, SWOT. You know, Analyze to identify your strengths and your weaknesses. Then draw up an action plan to work on other areas where you're not so strong. Other people's attitudes or behaviors can contribute to your lack of confidence, and you may feel that your coworkers make unfair assumptions about you. Maybe you're being bullied or subject to all kinds of talk, but you need to call this behavior out. It's okay. Find out what it is that's causing them to talk like this. You may be just starting a new business online. I know over the last few years working from home, people have started off the new year and they've wanted to venture out into their own businesses, their online businesses, and they lack the confidence. They fall into that imposter syndrome, and you can overcome this. And you can use the situation behavior and impact feedback tool to make it clear to persons that are responsible that their behavior is harmful. And if you don't feel safe talking to them, seek help from your line managers, your upline, your immediate supervisors. And if they're part of the problem, speak to your HR team. It's important that you overcome this in your workplace so that um, you can build that self confidence. People with low self confidence often feel that they don't deserve to be happy and that it's somehow justifiable for others to treat them badly. While the feeling may be very real, the belief is certainly not. Um, Here's some ways that you can build your confidence. While there's some quick fixes to address the acute issues with your self confidence, building self confidence in the long term requires making some changes to your lifestyle and forming robust plans. And here are a few ways that you can do that. You can build confident habits. Develop and improve your self esteem. Aim to develop good habits and break the bad ones. Regular exercise and a healthy diet can dramatically improve your physical and mental health. I can't tell you how important that has been for me over the past few years to create my morning routine. I call it the 20-20-20 Club. 20 minutes of exercise, 20 minutes of reflection, and 20 minutes of learning. So I get up and I spend 20 minutes doing some form of exercise, whether it be the treadmill or walking around the neighborhood. Then I spend 20 minutes in my gratitude list and reflecting and going through what I'm grateful for the day. And then I set up my day and my tasks so that I can be successful. And then I go into 20 minutes of reading something in personal growth, personal development, something that's inspirational, something that I like to read to improve my mental health. And studies have shown that getting a good night's sleep is linked with increased optimism and self esteem. Can't stress that enough. Get into a routine of getting to bed at the same time. I have a routine of showering, meditating. I'm in bed by 9 o'clock. The lights are out by 10 so that I can get up at 4:30 and start my day. And it has changed. It has revolutionized how productive I've been. So working on your personal branding can also help. And personal branding can be for your business, but for you and yourself. Who are you? If you project a positive image of your authentic self, um, who are you? What are you projecting? And the 20-20-20 Club, 20-20-20, getting your day started off right. The morning routine is so important. And you can project that self image of good health and good vibrations, all of those things. It will allow you to be more productive throughout the day. You'll likely start to receive the positive feedback that's so important to your self confidence. You know, people will, when you start doing this and you get into that routine and creating these habits, you're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to walk better. You're going to hold your head up high. You're going to know who you are. You know, other things are review your past achievements. Your self confidence will increase when you're able to say, I have done and I have accomplished. And when you say, I can do this, and here's the evidence, look back over the past few years and see what you've accomplished. And as part of your personal SWOT, the personal SWOT, analyze, um, first analyze. You'll have identified these things that you're good at. When you go back and analyze all of the goals that you've accomplished over the years, you really have done something. And based on your past achievements, list out the 10 things that you're most proud of. And then use them to make positive affirmations about what you can do. Look at how much you have accomplished over the last, let's say, 3 years. And then set your goals for the next year. Set yourself up for success. These statements are particularly powerful if you tend to undermine your confidence. If you're one of those that have low self-esteem and low confidence, and I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough. When you look back over and analyze what you have accomplished, you can see that you are somebody going somewhere with a mission. Stop all that negative self-talk. Get rid of those self-doubts, all of those old belief systems that no longer serve you. Get rid of them. Create these new habits. And with a confidence coach, you can learn to identify and defeat any negative self-talk that's harming your self-confidence. It's important to do this self-analyzation and find out where you are sabotaging yourself. Set some confidence boosting goals. Setting and achieving goals and seeing how far you've come are key ways to develop self-confidence. Again, using your personal SWOT, analyze to set goals that play to your strengths, minimize your weaknesses, and take advantage of the opportunities. That's SWOT. What's your strengths? What's your weaknesses? And what are your weaknesses? And what are your opportunities? Sorry. Um, Strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities. And then what are the threats or what are the things that are holding you back? When you've identified your major goals that you want to achieve, clarify the first steps you need to take. Make sure that they're small steps, taking no longer than an hour to do. This will get the ball rolling and improve your confidence through achievement of appropriate goals. And once again, what is SWOT? What is the SWOT? It's your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and threats. So when you're self confident, you trust in your own judgment and you trust your abilities and you have a strong self worth and you have a strong self belief. You can take immediate steps to project greater self confidence and address the factors. You can then develop these short term strategies into ways to build and maintain self confidence in the future. Developing good habits, reviewing past achievements, and setting yourself targeted goals will improve self esteem. And targeted goals could be just I'm going to exercise more, I'm going to drink more water, I'm going to eat healthier, I'm going to read more, I'm going to learn a new skill. I'm going to study how I can build my business, how I can take that promotion at work. Prepare yourself. Build and maintain your confidence for the long term by doing all of these things. Set yourself up for success by creating these new habits. And once you get into the routine and mark these off daily and set tasks that are achievable. Um, I prioritize my tasks and I achieve the easiest one first. And that gives me more time when it gets down to the difficult ones. And I do this daily. In my 2020 in my morning routine, I set my day up in what I need to accomplish, what I need to do, whatever it is, meetings, phone calls, networking, whatever it is I need to build my business. I list it out. I have my goals, my workout goals, my healthy habit goals, my reading goals, everything I have set out. And you can accomplish so much. It doesn't take long. Just get up an extra 30 minutes. Give yourself that whole hour, spending 20 minutes exercising, 20 minutes reflecting and meditating, and 20 minutes learning and reading. It all works to build self confidence. Thank you for joining me today here at Successful Journey Network. I hope this was something that will help you improve your self confidence. And remember, you're more than enough. Go take on the day.